This video looks in detail at the options for connecting and organizing clusters you use with Cape. These are the clusters that you use Cape to deploy applications to, and you can find them from the Configuration Clusters menu. There are two tabs, Clusters and Cluster Groups, that you can use to organize logically related clusters and target with application deployments. For each of these lists, you can view them as a list or as a grid, and you can filter them by name, status, and type. Click the View Details link to see more details of a cluster or cluster group, the Edit icon to make changes, and the Delete icon to delete a cluster or cluster group. To create a new cluster, click the New Cluster button. There are two options. Let's start with the Connect to Live Clusters radio button option. This means a live Kubernetes cluster, not a live Cape cluster. Give the cluster a name and a description, then select the cluster type and environment type. Set the cluster type based on where the cluster is running. Cape supports clusters running on multiple Kubernetes providers, including the options you see in the list. Set the environment type based on how you intend to use the cluster, and you can see the options available in the list. Finally, there are two ways to connect to the cluster. You can upload a kubeconfig file to Cape that represents your cluster, or the kubectl option that gives you a command to paste into your local command line that sends configuration for the cluster to kubectl. Make sure that you have the correct Kubernetes context set before you run that command. When you create a cluster, you can add it to a cluster group. You can select a pre-existing group or create a new one. When the pods are ready, the cluster shows in the list with a healthy state. The other option when you create a cluster is for building a new cluster as you connect to it. To take this option, when you create a cluster, select the Build Cluster and Connect radio button. Many of the options in the form are the same. The new sections are for selecting playbooks to run when you create and tear down the cluster. To create a new cluster group, click the New Cluster Group button, give the group a name and a description, and select the clusters to add to the group.